What's up, guys? We're Echoheart. Welcome to Cauldron of Weird. I'm Pablo. I play drums.
Marina, I sing.
I'm Jacob. I play guitar.
Anthony, I play bass.
Greetings, Cauldron of Weird. Welcome back. We have a brand new interview for you guys. We have Echoheart all the way from Maryland. These hard rock and punk guys are here to rock our faces this evening, and I am super, super excited to go see them play. So, first and foremost, our first question is, what are your thoughts on the Space Force?
I think it's important. There's a lot of dangerous things out there in the space, and we need to be protected from, aliens and shit. So, yeah. I think it's cool.
I think all the environmental problems here should be put aside so we can focus on all the dangers of space.
Obviously.
It's not as important.
Space first.
Space first, Earth later, because we all know where we're living. It's clearly space.
What do you think,
Anthony has some thoughts.
I've played Halo. I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. Jacob and Maya.
Oh my gosh, I honestly do not have any thoughts on the Space Force. I just think it's dumb.
Wow, keeping it real.
Boy, really captivating stuff on that one there too. Really giving us some insight on our future endeavors. So really quick here. So you guys have been around for a few years, probably 2016, 2015. You guys came out with your first EP in 2016.
2016.
Yep. Which is what Eyes Like Mine. Yeah, you practice it all the time. We're a bunch of cucks. So Eyes Like Mine. Tell us a little bit about your process, kind of starting up, forming this band. Kind of what was the start, and kind of what was some of the inspiration to kind of get you going.
I guess that kind of begins with these guys.
Yeah. Jacob and I, Ginger Boy, we started a band our junior year of high school, and it was just a high school band. And by the time we graduated, we were like, do you want to do this for real? Let's do this for real. We found Pablo. He was still a junior in high school, and we were just get them while they're young, but he seemed really into it, and we weren't sure if he was completely down or whatever, but as we progressed and stuff, he was just kind of yeah, this is dope. So it's just kind of been growing from there.
Yeah. So, the band Echoheart came to be in October of 2015. We added our old bass player Max in January 2016, and we just had a couple songs already, wrote a couple more.
Got there pretty fast.
Yeah, it got there pretty fast. We really just were we need some songs out. And we did a demo at first that we're just not going to talk about.
3 demos.
Yeah, so we took this, we had 5 or 6 songs written, maybe we scrapped one, I don't even remember. But we took 5 songs to the studio. We spent maybe 3 days on it.
2 days.
2 days on it, yeah. And, we just really wanted wanted to put some tunes out, so that's the story of that.
Yeah.
I was a junior in high school. I was yeah, I'm in a band.
Yeah, we were introduced to Pablo through a mutual friend of ours, and it was just honestly so much fun playing with a drummer. So our previous drummer, we didn't perfectly mesh with, but Pablo, I feel he and I just have such a rhythm together. We kind of speak to each other musically, where I just didn't have that connection with another musician beforehand.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have that dynamic there too. That everyone kind of contributed something, and kind of elevating the band together. Go ahead and ask their question that you had.
Oh yeah. I wanted to ask about your last big tour that you did with was it For the Fire? Was who you toured with, Hearts on Fire tour? Yeah. I wanted to know what that was like, because that was your first real tour. So that compared to this tour, what is that like now, especially since you guys are the headlining national act going around now?
It's not how we think of ourselves.
That's not how we think of ourselves. It's occasionally the vibe. We have better workout now. People aren't just kind of mercy throwing us slots anymore, which is kind of nice. But we love touring with For the Fire. It was really cool to have friends that come out with us and stuff like that were kind of going through the same thing as us, and they had some touring experience we didn't, so we kind of needed their help in that way. But now we kind of we're sort of vets, I guess, like a little bit. We have a little more experience. The emotional struggles of tour have been a little easier to handle this time around, just because we kind of knew what we were getting ourselves into this time. And it's just been really fun. The shows have been better. Like, people who we saw last year came out for us again this year. Like, it's great. That's like the thing you want. Like, the first tour you come out, you don't know what you're expecting. It's the same time like this time, but in a way, like, almost every show there's at least like one person who's like, I'm coming out to see you, and it just makes it kind of worth it.
It's pretty neat. So I would say the more interesting thing, kind of really getting to know you guys and kind of really seeing things. You're kind of in a unique spot, because one of the things that we were kind of talking about was your latest project. It was The Way We Were Made, yes. Okay, and how you guys had a GoFundMe. Now I'm really intrigued by that, because it's people want you to succeed. They want to financially take care of you and kind of want, they like what they hear. So tell us a little bit about kind of what that has been like, and the reactions and the relationship you kind of built with your fans with having this.
Well, first of all, with the GoFundMe, I thought it was super cool because we kind of set like a goal for the GoFundMe that we thought was like pushing it a little bit. We were like 1,500 maybe, but very quickly people jumped on it. Really, just like, we're repping the shit out of us, and like we made 2,500 in like
3 weeks.
Couple weeks. Yeah, like people were just throwing our way, like hell yeah, like
it had to be really cool to
make us some good tunes. Yeah, and it was also like another little bit of inspiration to just give these people
something great,
more than what they're expecting, So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had, we're not strangers to the crowdfunding thing. We've done, like, Patreon before. We still do Patreon. And, like, we did a crowdfunding for the last EP. It didn't spark as much. I think we got, like, 700 out of it. It was still really good, like, and it's mainly because I've been like on YouTube, and Jacob and I have been making music for like so long, and I think people just kind of were like, they're not there yet, but with a little help maybe they could be. So we honestly just like would not be this far without like the generosity of the people who like believe in us and stuff.
That's really cool. Yeah. What was it was funny, Corey was telling me about it was New Year's Day. What was it? No, when they did a GoFund.
When they did their when New Year's Day did their
Kickstarter or something.
They did their pre-order special for I'm trying to remember the EP's name, Epidemic, and they did like special rewards. Like if you contributed this much towards like helping them with their upcoming releases, then you would get like a phone call or something. One of the things we were wondering was just like, is that going to be something along those lines going to be in the future for Echoheart? Because we know that making music is expensive. It's not cheap. Any little like surprises or extra things that you had ideas for your next releases?
That is actually a really good idea. In the last one, we did Skype calls. For the first one, I think we sent like a handwritten like note to like every single person, like personally thanking them. We couldn't do it this time because there was just too many. But we did sign we signed every EP, but we signed every EP this time. But we got to do a bunch of Skypes and stuff like that. It's always really, really fun. And, when people want to talk to us, we are not going to be like, no, Yeah. So, yeah, definitely, I want to keep on with this trend. I don't know about what the future is going to be for label or whatever's going to happen next for us, but, we're probably going to be independent for our next record, and I probably want to do something along the same line of just, doing rewards and stuff like that. Maybe not as many as last time, because I couldn't handle that. I, literally put, 20 rewards, but, keeping the connection with the fans.
Sure. But, piggybacking off of the whole GoFundMe and Crowdraiser, one of the ones I know, and I saw you talk about on Facebook itself, was Icon for Hire contributing, which is super cool. I just wanted to get your thoughts on how you felt when that happened, because I know they're a big deal for you.
Yes, I actually cried. They've been one of my favorite bands for years. I've been watching them since I was a teenager. I was 15, And Ariel does so many like mentoring things. She does like Skype calls and stuff like that. So, and she did like her workshop. I've been participating in all of those. She's kind of been like a mentor to me in the way that she advises us on what we should do. And like she even listened to our first EP and she was like, here's what I think you should do and stuff like that. So they're so great. Like honestly, they've always been really supportive of us, even with how successful they've been. Like we went to see them at their last tour and they were like, we see how well you're doing, like congratulations. So that just meant a lot that they did that, and especially because I've been supporting them for so long, like it just was so special that they kind of threw that back at us.
That's pretty awesome. It's so I guess kind of going what you're saying, you're starting to build success, you're starting to develop a fan base. So kind of what you're talking about, any other projects you guys are working on, something that, if you go that independent route, is there anything that you're thinking about or kind of that's on the back burners that you really want to bring to life here soon?
They'll tell you, Marina's favorite part is touring, my favorite part is writing. I'm just so excited to get back home and like churn out song after song after song, like
we're ready to make a full length.
Yeah, we're ready to make a full-length album. We're not doing any more EPs or singles. We'll probably release some singles from the full-length, but not like standalone singles. Okay. And like we've already been writing some new stuff. Marina's been playing a little synth. Pablo's been like adding a lot more groove, a lot more chop to his drums. I've been like trying to do more leads, less rhythm, because we have the synth to like fill that sound space. Yeah. I don't know. We're looking to pick up a permanent bassist, actually. Anthony here. It's from our good friend band, Call Out, who we hope to tour with next year after we release this album. So we're going to pick up a bassist and tour with him after we release that. Very, very excited.
Yeah.
You speak for everyone, apparently, right there.
Oddly enough, I think I've actually heard Call Out before. Or I think I came across him on Facebook or something along those lines.
That's awesome. So really quick for you guys, we kind of have an inside running joke here that we really enjoy. So kind of what you were describing to Patreon, we do Patreon as well. And one of the things that we kind of do as a run-in joke is what we call our Bird Bath and Beyond tier. We were watching, what were we watching?
Trivium.
We were watching Trivium. And one of the things, they're like standing what looked like in a bird bath, and we just kind of just had this run-in joke for forever and ever. And now it's kind of one of our tiers. So really quick, what's your favorite bird? Okay, mine's gonna be the satanic nightjar, because A, it sounds really freaking cool, and B, it looks like a dragon. So, what is your favorite bird?
You'll have to come back to me. I can't remember the name.
I got one. A flamingo.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
That's a good bird.
Anthony, what do you think?
I have to say the penguin.
They're dressed for success.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a good one.
They're always dapper.
Yeah, like we're talking like all kinds of birds, right?
Whatever you want, man.
Absolutely a chicken.
Pablo was so obsessed
They are
with chicken.
just delicious. Okay.
You beat me to it. I was gonna say, was that grilled or fried right there? What did you?
Nashville hot style.
Especially tenders.
Oh yeah.
My favorite is the blue-footed booby.
Really?
You guys are Booby Brothers now.
My second would be the kiwi. It was a hard choice.
That's a tough one right here.
Kiwi's a good bird.
That is a good bird.
too.
It's also a fruit.
So. All right, so we're going to wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out Echoheart and check out their music. Go buy a CD or something. They could definitely use your support as well. We'll see you in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen.